Good evening, good evening, good evening. Sorry, I didn't realise my mic was on the whole time, although I don't think I made much noise. Oh, let's get this camera focused. That's better. Thanks for joining. We're going to continue our Inquisition run. Apologies for anyone who has been waiting. Had some unexpected come up, which happens from time to time. Forever late bad streamer. Yeah, cheers, Robert. Yeah, apologies. Mrs. and me got into some stuff. Positive, just lots of changes going on with little kids and school and all that boring shit of life. So it just meant I was a little delayed starting tonight. But we'll be on regular time tomorrow and Sunday. Yeah, so let's jump into it. We are struggling on with the Inquisition, but I felt like I hit a bit of a groove last time, so hopefully we'll keep this going. This Prism advertising is starting to creep in again. I'm not keen. There we go. Right, I also want to pop our goals on here and make that a bit smaller. That's a bit of a boring shortlist for now that we may add to it, but for now our short-term goal is just that. Anti-undead. Everything's anti-undead, so we want high resolve. All the magic we can throw at them. All good. Yeah, Wabba, I know you're just messing, man. How are you doing, man? Good to see you. How's your Friday been? Right, we had some level ups to do. I think I finished very late last time, so where are we at? So we've got Caravan Hand, who's going to be very effective with whichever weapon he chooses. If we can get his defense up, we could go two-hander, but Caravan Hands tend to lend themselves to shield mastery, and it looks like we don't have any other two-handed perks really. We could still do it, but he doesn't have any of the defense buffs. I never take Lone Wolf. I feel like I should play with it more. Only 2 tiles away, we could just drop him over here. Maybe I should start dropping in the odd Lone Wolf and have an experiment with it, but still, no two-handed skills. I think this is the right shout. We could make him duelist if we wanted the extra damage, but I personally don't mind a shield. So yeah, I think we've done Axe for now as a highlight, and I'm pretty comfortable with this build. Health could do with a boost. Pathfinder is also useful. Most of our good skills kick in next turn. Pragmatic, so we're going to miss the head. Okay, so we probably don't want to take flails, but it's not an option anyway. And we don't want to take Headhunter, which again is not an option, so those perks don't really affect us too much. I think Colossus is boring, but I almost always take it first. You take less injuries, and you have more health. I mean, it's just a win-win-win. Dull but useful. Smash out that 4. We're going to break 60 by level 3, so his low roll is going to be countered almost immediately, which is good. The 1 hurts us. We're definitely going Battle Forge, so we'll start piling that fatigue on. And because this is the run that it is, we want resolve on everyone. So my normal requirement is 40 when we first hire people. I'm going to push that to 50, if not 60, because it's going to be a high resolve, horrible slog, and then we need a super banner as soon as we can get one. So considering other bad rolls, I think that's a solid resolve boost there. We'll try and nudge him towards 50 as soon as we can. And I think we'll take 45 mind on as many brothers as we can as well. It's just going to help in general. And it's just a good general counter to early Geists. So I had hey Grizz, sorry, Wabber. So I had an idea. It's Twirl Lone Wolf, Sweep Attacker. Don't know if huffing copium, but it sounds like a fun idea. I'm not sure what copium is, but I like the idea of huffing it. So an area of effect, Twirl Lone Wolf. I see. So is the idea that you use Twirl to rotate into a pack of enemies and then start. Oh, you do mean Twirl. So you mean. Oh no, do you mean Twirl? Twirl is where you rotate into enemies. But then I was going to say, yeah, rather than sweep attack, you'd want to do a round attack. So either an axe or a two-handed flail, and you try and hit all of them, all 6 of them. If you're going to do that, it would be good to do it on something like a Crusader like this, who has both Battle Heart and Lion Heart. So not only does he not get sort of debuffed by getting surrounded, he actually thrives off it in Lionheart. He actually gets a resolve boost when he's surrounded, so he's like a psycho. He likes being attacked from 6 fronts at once, so his resolve would then go through the roof and you'd never break as well. I mean, you might get the shit kicked out of you, but you wouldn't break. So that's what you mean, just some big OAU. Yeah, I mean, I still think, don't get me wrong, I've described an extreme version of what you've said. It would still work really well with a hammer 3 swipe, and it would also work well with a what is it? There's a hammer that does 3. You've got the sword that does 3. I'd say the sword's more versatile because you can do the 2 attack as well. You could also even do you could even do that with quick hands and a sword lance, and even attack a 3rd row if you couldn't, like, if it was a really deep formation. So there's lots of extra ways you could do that. But yeah, it sounds like a good use of twirl. Yeah, don't know what Looney Tune character I would need. I think Lone Wolf is a good shout. That gives you a lot of perks if you're going to do it, and it's more likely to get him 2 tiles away. And then I think the problem is I don't think you get Lionheart on anyone. It's an immortal perk group, so I think that means you only get it on the special characters. I think I've seen it on, it might just be the Crusader. I don't know if it's just for him, but it is a special skill, and Battleheart. But the low version of that is Underdog. So you could take Underdog. I don't think there's anything equivalent to Battleheart, to Lionheart, excuse me. So you just want high resolve. I would argue you want high resolve and fearsome. If you're going to do this crazy move, you don't have to kill them in the first sweep. If you could just wound them and you had high resolve and fearsome yourself, you could make half of them flee or break their morale, which means they're going to be less accurate when they're hitting you back. And if they break and flee, you get a free hit for no fatigue as you clock them as they flee. So I would argue fearsome, high resolve, fortified mind, lone wolf, underdog, something like that. And then you twirl. That's 6 already though, so like it's going to be a super specific build. Plus weapon specialty, plus reach advantage, plus battle forged, an immovable object, muscularity, killing frenzy. You're already at 12, so you're going to very quickly run out of perks. So it's going to have to be a very specific build, or it's going to have to be like a level 18 bro who's got like a few extra skills. Some interesting concept though. I like the idea. So cultist, high resolve, yeah, maybe. I would argue Crusader is the perfect, like this screen here that I'm showing you is the perfect character to do it with. I don't know if they get twirl though. I think they do actually. Because I was talking about twirl and is it useful? Now I can't see it. Was it a Crusader? Was it? Where's twirl? Maybe it wasn't, maybe it was a different build. The problem with your idea is you don't get twirl on many, and I'm not sure if you can adaptive into it. So I like the idea, I'm not sure how you execute it. Yeah, twirl's the hard one to get. It's the juggler perk, isn't it? 2 backgrounds get it. Yeah, juggler will be one of them. Can't think what the other one is. Troubadour, which is basically just a different skin on the juggler. Question is, can you adaptive it? If you can adaptive it, you might be able to do it. You may have to save scum and readaptive until you catch it, but I don't know what it comes under. When if you have time and you want to take a peek at Discord. Yeah, I sold a kidney for that one. Probably delayed my game a lot. Oh, is this the item that you got? Yeah, 2 seconds. I will have a quick glance before we get into it. Do you like my crossbow? I found it on day 120 to 125. Had to sell all and do some contracts. I even sold some guys' weapons. Shoot bolt. Quick. Pull the trigger. 69 to 96. Oh, you haven't actually shown me the weapon. You've just shown me the thing. 33% lower threshold to inflict injuries. There's a combined 25% chance to hit the head. 6 tiles. 24% chance extra to hit. And -3 per tile of distance. With 8 bolts left. Okay, yeah, interesting. That's actually the shoot bolt thing rather than the weapon itself. But yeah, sounds interesting. Is it the one that pushes them back as well, or is it just a regular one? I think it's just a regular heavy one from the look of the image. Yeah, nice, Chris. So yeah, Wabba, the cultist is a good idea, but the issue there is you won't get twirl. Yeah, I don't know. It's worth asking in Legends Discord. Is there another way of getting twirl through an item or anything? I'm not sure. I'm not an expert. Right. Anyway, I'm chatting enough there. Let's jump into doing these level ups, and we'll get going. Oh, I have not put the Twitch overlay on my chat. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. I do like to have it because I can't always remember if people are first-time chatters or not, and I do like that feature of Twitch chat, which it does not tell me in Restream, due to a slightly different skin on it. It's my only real issue with Restream. So they've just made the chat worse, but I understand why. It's because I'm streaming to multiple chat feeds, but yeah, it's not my favourite feature about it. There we go, pop those out. No, Grizz, we were talking about making a twirl, lone wolf, two-handed, area of effect monster, basically. And the idea is you would twirl him behind enemy lines and then hit 6 or a sweep of 3 sort of backline type enemies in one go and just sort of basically charge him into the... It's the equivalent of like Vikings throwing him over the shield wall and just letting him go absolutely berserk behind the lines. The problem we had in the discussion was twirl is on very few brothers, if only the juggler. We were just deciding, is there a way of getting either a crusader or a hedge knight to get twilight somehow, twilight twirl from a item or adaptive, or is it just hard coded to jugglers only? So yeah, we were just sort of exploring this option. A very good suggestion from Wabber. It's just I don't know if it's possible, although it sounds great. So we were saying I would probably take High Resolve, Fear, Underdog, and a few others to really get the most out of it. So you don't have to kill them, even just to break them. Yeah, 12 to swap enemies. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but you can only, we think you can only get it on the acrobatic type character, the juggler, and I think the troubadour. But you may know better if you can tell us which ones it comes with, or is there a way of adding it to any brother? I'm not sure if there is. Right, so this is my temporary grave digger. It's gonna be rubbish. I hate paranoid. Can we get rid of paranoid? Insecure, superstitious, craven, and dastard. Nope, we can't get rid of paranoid. That's a shame. Oh, we have minus 30 initiative because it was paranoid. That's really bad. Oh, that's really bad if we go medium. That's not going to work. We can up it by 30%, but we're going down by 30 here. We're already at 82. We're down to 26. So if we up it by 30%, you get that to 100. That'll be 130. Counters. That'll be another 50. Gets to 76. Don't know. 100 goes down to 70, and then that goes up 30%, so we go up to 91. Well, I'm not sure. This might be a wasted stat upgrade. We'll see what happens. Does he have adaptive? No, we can't go heavy if we wanted to. And going light would be even more stupid, so I guess we have to just make the best of medium. It's just going to be a flat-footed medium character. That's not ideal. Not ideal at all. We're going to have to very quickly take Perfect Fit to counter it. I wish we got Alert, but we didn't. Yeah, anyway, Colossus for now. Boring but practical. Hey, Juicy. Sorry I was on late, man. things ran away from me a little bit. I'm usually on at 9:30 pretty consistently, but today was not one of those days. And I completely forgot to drop an update on Discord. But we'll be back on as normal tomorrow and Sunday. Right, I have no idea where we left this. So we're doing 8 contracts. Looks like we just survived a fight because we're smashed a bit. So let's heal and repair and do all the boring, mundane stuff. Because we are not in good shape right now. We've got some cash though, so things could be worse. Everything's better with money. You love a bit of peak. I'm sorry, dude. I'm pretty consistent. I occasionally come on like 20 minutes late or something, like if the kids are awake or whatever. But yeah, me and the missus had to just iron out some life plans with the kids and swimming lessons and all that new stuff. Now we've got kids that have just started school, so we're just adjusting. We usually watch a program for an hour, and we watched the program for an hour and a half, and then we got into the kids stuff, and that was another hour, and it all just slipped away from us tonight, it was actually nice. But yeah, apologies. I think when I start work, I'll probably be dropping the streams to maybe 4 or 5 a week, and then I'll be more consistent with the time frames because I'll be able to plan better. But for now, until Wednesday, I won't really know, and I'm going to still stream as often as I can. They'll just be 3-hour streams instead of 4 or 5 hours because I'm enjoying it. So I was trying to keep going as much as I can. Free brother, not sure. As you walk along the roads, throng a regular man. Another group of men soon appear. I never know with this one. I think I've answered this one. I've put this, and then they find them immediately, and then they're pissed off with you. I've put that, and that sometimes doesn't happen. What do people do here with this resort event? I can never seem to get the right answer on this one. Or is it just a roll of the dice, and it doesn't matter which one you pick? Oh no, that sounds bad. You end up going to hospital. You turn them in to get gold. Yeah, well on this run I'm definitely up for that. Thanks Rambo, and welcome. Again, if people are just dropping in, apologies if anyone was waiting. We were late tonight. I do apologise. Grizz, what do you want to do with Twill? Yeah, just once again, Grizz. So with Twill, the idea was a lone wolf hedge knight type mass killer with an area of effect weapon with Twill. We're not saying you can get it on hedge knight. So my question 1 was, can you get it? Is there a way of applying that perk to a character that doesn't have it? The second question was, which characters have Twill? I think it's just juggler. There might be a second or third I don't know about, but I think they're all acrobatic types. Can you add it in adaptive? Can you add it through an item? I think maybe an ancient scroll, because I know I got an ancient scroll that added all the dagger skills, so I'm wondering if you can do it that way. Yeah, because he had the idea of making a heavy hitter area of effect attacker with Twirl, so you could twirl into the back line with Lone Wolf and just wreck the back line basically. But I don't know if it would work, and I don't see a juggler being strong enough to do that. But maybe you could make like a super nimble guy with Twirl. Maybe a berserker could get access to it. I don't know. I've seen it on some of the builds. Maybe a berserker would make the most sense with. It's not about moving beyond fast, I don't think. It's just about killing them. Yeah, just trying to use case for 12. That's good. Wabba, I think it's Berserker. I was looking for it on Crusader. It's not on Crusader. I think it's Berserker that has Twill. And he would be able to be nudist and survive and be able to do the sort of mad hacking alone thing you were described. So have a look at Berserker. Just start a new run on Berserker. You can stress test it straight away. I'm pretty sure they have Twill. So that might work. You blacked out, Juicy. Jesus Christ. I thought you were going to say something awful like that. It was on your sofa. I did say if you were getting double vision, you should go and speak to your mum and dad, man. That's dangerous. Hour later, you woke up and went to bed. You shouldn't go to bed after passing out unless you were just tired, and in which case that's not passing out. That's just falling asleep. Yeah, acrobats have it, yeah. But why not make a fencer? Don't know how Tor helps you to get back to line fast. Yeah, exactly. That's why we were talking about an area of effect weapon, so he could just absolutely cause a riot. So I was describing high resolve, fearsome, and then the 12 skills. I think Berserker, I'm pretty sure Berserker starts with it. Anyway, let's double these guys in. Woo, 50 crowns. Thanks Rambo, for that huge amount of crowns. I think you might be able to get a free bro sometimes, but I can't remember. It seems to be a bit of a funny one, that event. Right, we've repaired almost everything, but we've got no tools left. We have... Thanks for all joining, by the way, guys. Oh yes, we just killed that demon Holland Hound, didn't we? We survived quite a tough fight. So, we've got some decent heavy helmets now. I think everybody on the front line is medium or nimble, but from these two we've already got the hats on. Yeah, this guy's medium. We may as well put it on though. Let's give him some armour. Let's do that. We'll repair that as well. Oh, maybe not. There we go. So we've got that on. We need some more body armour on this guy as well. Okay. Yeah, so we've got we're light on body armour on both of the front guys. Maybe reapply this elsewhere to more use. 45, 22, 25. This guy's more likely to get hit. Give him some more chance of surviving. Okay, so... Oh, God, we've got so many needs. It's ridiculous. I think I've just got to get through the next couple of fights and grind some money out. We need to find somewhere to sell this. We can maybe get 350 on a good day for that. And get another couple hundred for that on a good day. I'd love to get the... Can we have that for full price event when they want the body monster parts? That would be nice. And we definitely need a banner. So I want somebody with melee attack and resolve. I'm probably not going to make a mega banner on this run when we've got 6. I think we need everybody swinging as much as possible. And we're pushing for 8, so we're going to get frontliners as well. I was correct though, I did last more than 20 minutes. Good. I think you get nothing from the other one. Maybe small amount right now. Yeah, I thought you could get a refugee join you, Rambo, but either way, it's not a huge event, I don't think. You don't see how twirl gets you to the back line fast. You walk up to the front line and then you twirl behind it. It's pretty straightforward. It has 2 effects as well, Wabba, going back to this strategy, because if you go up to the front line and then twirl one guy out, not only do you get into the back line and then we'll potentially have at least 4 opponents in front of you, but you would pull the opponent into the middle of yours. So if you did a strategy where you had... So if this... Let me just pull them back. If we say the guy with the green shield is the enemy, if you go up, obviously assume there's a full row here, for apologies, I haven't got enough models to show it properly. If you rotate into this guy, you've now got enemy, 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 enemy. So you've got, obviously it's in a hex formation, isn't it? So you should have 4 either way and then 2 behind. So you've got 4 opponents to swing at there. You could then rotate in again if you wish to. But the most important part, I think, of twirl, where it may be more useful, is if you twirl with, say, more of a shield brother, and then, because it's going to be a juggler or whatever, the enemy is now this 2-handed guy, and then you could have a trap set up with all your melee guys that you've pulled him into, and then they can just dagger him down instantly. So you could use twirl to pull in a leader. This would be extreme, and then these guys all wail on him. So you would have sort of tanky guys or dagger guys waiting to just mass attack him. He would then be surrounded by sort of 5 or 6 pros in theory. So you could use twirl offensively, but in a different way. The problem is the twirl guy has to survive this onslaught that he's going to get back. But it's another interesting way of doing it. Rather than going for ripping up the back lines, you could just pick on whoever you twirled out. So focus on the movement of the enemy rather than the movement of you. Just a thought. But I've never used it, so I am very much theorising. Good, I'm glad everything is okay now, Juicy. I think I may have cracked it there, Wabba. It's not about pushed into the backline like I originally was sort of riffing off of your idea, but actually pulling a target into your backline, but having a melee backline ready to absolutely take advantage of that. No, Rambo, you're probably right. I might be mixing it up with a different event. What did you miss last night? Not much, mate. We've got a good flow though. We survived some couple of tricky fights, and we got some Holland Hound bones which we're going to sell. Oh, you can craft items with those. Okay, we'll maybe checking that in a second. No, you're missing the point, Grizz. It's nothing to do with closing the gaps. It's two lines meet each other in exactly the same way as all other fights, and then you rotate past the front line. So it doesn't. I don't really understand why you're missing that point. But yeah, like I say, Wabba, I would think about targeting a leader or targeting a hedge knight or targeting whatever it is you want to target and pulling him into a trap might be a way of using it. But it's quite specific, so you'd have to set the formation up. But you can do that as you approach. So yeah, just a thought anyway. Right, I messed my formation up now talking about that. So backliner, frontliner, there we go. Right. It might not work, Rabbit. It might be a catastrophic idea because you're probably using a juggler with nimble. But I would go and check the berserker. Actually, we'll quickly do it because we haven't actually started yet. So let's quickly save this. What I am curious, I'm almost certain that berserker has it, and he's in a fighter build rather than juggler, which is a meh build. Let me just check. I may be misremembering. Because I remember I came across it recently when we were talking about builds, and I was like, oh, how do you use that? And now I'm wondering if it was this one. So they also have Lionheart. Twill, there you go. So they have Twill. They have rotation, but it's in the wrong place because very kindly Teddy spotted it and pointed out where Twill was. Now I can't find the fucker again, but it is there. Because I said to him, this says you need rotation. Where's the fuck's rotation? And it is there, it's just not in the normal place. There it is, it's on the end. So yes, there's Twill and rotation. This would work really well because nudist plus nimble means you're double nimble, which is a ridiculous perk. So if you go nudist and all the naked skills, and then you took, so yeah, dodge, relentless, second winds, and then you do lone wolf like we talked about, muscularity, you just make them an absolute wrecking killing machine. You've also got reach advantage, so you get your defenses from that. You take Lionheart, you take Battle Heart, so you're not going to get debuffed. It could work. You've even got access to Mind Over Body, which is another ridiculously sick skill. And then Berserk, I don't think you get Perfect Focus, but Christ, if you could get Perfect Focus as well, that'd be insane. No, you can't. But it's got everything but Perfect Focus. And then you've got Tumble as well. I don't think they get Leap. But that reduces the fatigue cost of rotating as well and tumbling, and twirling because it's by deduction. So it gets your AP down to 1, so you could twirl and twirl and twirl. Wabba, you could literally move him 4 times into where you want. There is a fatigue cost to twirl. What does rotate actually cost? 25 fatigue, and then this reduces it by half. So you'd be looking at 12.5 or 12 fatigue, and then 1 AP. So for like 36 fatigue, which is basically 1 big heavy weapon strike anyway, you could move 3 times. So you could actually have the 2 lines clash like this. She could rotate into there. If you had an archer behind, she could rotate into there. She's then pulled an archer into an uncomfortable position. She's trapped this between your front line, and then she starts just smashing up the back line. Could be an interesting way to go. Yeah, so have a look at Berserker run. I think that might be your build, Wabba. You can get a Berserker on a regular run, but I don't know what triggers it. Somebody told me that the Ranger run gets triggered on the Greenskins run. The Crusader gets triggered on the Undead Crises. I'm not sure about the Assassin. Somebody told me the Nobles is the Usurper. I'm not sure where the Assassin comes in, if he does come in like that. And the Druid, I'm not sure how that gets activated. So if anybody can fill me in on those other special avatars that come in, I would be interested to know. We've benefited from the Crusader on this run. But yeah, interesting. Yeah, definitely Berserker to try. Anyway, that was a little digression. Sorry for everybody else who was waiting to watch the Inquisitor one, but it was a good thing to explore. Yeah, I completely agree, Wabber. It's about trying new things, absolutely. But I do agree with your initial assessment, Wabber. We're exploring a skill that's probably niche and not very useful. I would say, though, of all the things we've talked about, Berserker makes the most sense. The I've yet to see a juggler, although I've only tried once, but I've yet to see a juggler built well. Again, I'm hoping we don't RNG it, but when we do the troop 29, somebody actually, I think it was Kick requested that early on. I did not like it. Or was it Crick? Might have been somebody else. Anyway, it's very challenging. You get some interesting twirly skills, but generally they were quite weak and squishy. But that's another one for you to check out though, Wabba, because I'm pretty sure they all start with either they all start with tumble or leap or something like that. But they're basically a bunch of gymnasts. But yeah, worth having a look. Juicy, yes, you did a redeem. Forgive me, I was chatting away. It was good chat though. Thank you guys. Named character. Time for someone to continue my legacy. Okay, are you actually going to choose them? So Adriel has already taken the Holy Avenger. We've got Voldemar, who is a caravan hand who's going to be very accurate and have high fatigue. So he's going to be high armor, high accuracy. We've got a Gravedigger who's going to be meh. We've got a backlining nun who is not particularly high resolve. So we're taking all the other skills like magic type skills, and so she's going to be melee, tier 2 sort of ranged melee, sword lancey type thing. She's currently using a goblin skewer for that effect. And then we've got the witch hunter understudy who is called a young blood, who's a witch hunter apprentice in effect, who again is a bit meh, but we're sort of doing. So we haven't got anything great, or you could just wait. It's up to you. And Grizz has put a shout in yesterday for a swordmaster or a sellsword, but we can't afford them yet, but we are. That is coming. Yeah, I already talked about the crossbow, Grizz. I'm not going to cover it twice, mate. Right, let's get on with it. There's enough chit chat. So we've got a few key things to sell. We need to get so in summary, we need a bannerman. We're about to hit 8 brothers, so I don't want to stress too much. We need another frontliner. We probably could do with, so we're going to have frontliner, banner. Probably want to go heavier on the front line considering the builds that we're doing. So, and we would, well, so we've got a few things. So we want whips, maces, hammers, pole hammers. So we could do with, if we're going to go for a backliner, it's going to be pole hammer. We need to try and get one of those, or pole mace. And if we're going for frontliner, it's just going to be heavy armor if we can, or medium if not. We're going to try and avoid nimble frontliners. And then we also want to look at some sort of cleaver whip brother, because cleavers and whips are going to help us with decapitations, and so they don't rise up again, and whips to handle the geists. Let's just look at these Hornhound bones as well, because apparently we can make some items, and I'm not familiar with what we can make with them. Oh, what's this? A restored ancient legionnaire. I've not come across this before. Nice. So 3 helmets. Oh, nice. And it makes like a super nice one. Oh, that is so cool. I did not know we could do that. I think we have 3 as well. Fucking we're doing that. Take your helmets off, boys. Give them back. I did not know that. That's cool. I'm going to start collecting Legionnaires helmets. Right, let's see if we've got the right type. Or is it just any 3? Oh, it has to be a specific 3. Ancient Legionnaire, Ancient Faceplate, and a Tailed Dome. So it has to be those 3. What have we got? We've got 2 out of 3. So we got the Legionnaire helm, and we got the faceplate. We haven't got the tailed one. We've got the conic helm, but that doesn't count. Neither does the kettle or the dome. Okay, so that's sweet if we find that. Right, we'll still use these for now. Can't remember who had it now. Who had it? Was it you? 30, 65, yeah. Okay. Right, good to know. So yeah, we can get one more helmet. We get some fancy one. That's cool. What else can we make? Okay, so I think because it's not showing up, The demon helm bones isn't giving us anything, so that probably means we need 2 to make 1 of something. So I noticed recently when I got something, I think I got acidic saliva, you need 2 to make whatever it was that you made. So it doesn't show up until you have the complete set of 1 ingredient. So it's a little bit limiting, even though it says have part of the ingredients. So when we get a second set of bones, we might be able to make something. So we may hold on to them for a little bit. Right, we're all healed anyway. We need tools. Anything we can break down? Not really. I think we can maybe break this down, but not. We're splitting hairs, really. Get rid of the tier 1 so that I got the scarum sexes. That's alright, Grizz. So if you subscribe, from what I was reading on an email alert the other day, apparently you can now rewind Twitch as long as I set it to record VODs, which I always do. So yeah, anyone who subs, have a play with that feature, or anyone who got a gifted sub recently, it's Grizz, you're currently still subbed, so you can have a look. So apparently you can rewind. I have not used it yet myself. Wait, what's it called, that last ancient helm that I need? Bear with me. I have a terrible memory. I think it was the horsetail hair or something like that. Camp, go into craft. We need... Oh, hang on, no, it's giving me different names. Sidehawk, conic helm, ancient dome. We have the ancient dome. Let me just de-equip them again. I'm sure it gave different ones when I took them off. Maybe some of them, maybe it's more than one type. I don't know. You have to take them off because it doesn't count them if they're on. Oh, there's 2 different ones. That's why. So, for the top one, the Ancient Legionnaire, they're both called the same thing. For the top one, you need the Ancient Legionnaire helm, the Ancient faceplate, and the tailed Ancient dome. I also have one of these 3, which is the plain ancient dome. Then you need the tailed ancient conic helm and the ancient side hawk, which I think is the front one rather than the front to back. It's the side to side one. Yeah, basically there's 6 different types, and if you have the right 3, you can make one of the items. I have 2 of the set of 3 and 1 of the other set of 3. But neat anyway. Keep an eye out for them, but definitely hoard them. Don't sell them, because I would imagine the made one's going to be much more effective. Yeah, it's the best old one I've got is 95 armor. The finished one is 140, which for a 1 tier 1 is a very heavy helm, considering that's only a 1 attachment or 1 layer. They do look the same, yeah. They look very similar. Right, anyway, let's just do a bit of camping. Make sure we put those helmets back on. Oh, we've already salvaged. Whoops. Right, where were we? That one. That one. Nope. You're the slightly worse one. You get the better one. Try and keep this triple star alive. Right, the question is, do we swap this spear out for a cleaver? She does have access to. I think that's probably the answer. We're going to go cleaver eventually. At the moment, he's really inaccurate, and I don't think we can justify the fatigue drain. 4, maybe we can. Maybe I'll give him that for when we get into the undead fights, and then likewise, we've not taken any specializations yet, so I sort of quite like this being in the pocket. He's struggling on fatigue more though. I'm going to run it like that for a bit and we'll see. That might be unwise, but I like the idea of being able to pull it out just for decapitations. And even though this shares 10% of your resolve, doesn't it? It doesn't matter if the resolve of the other guys is higher. It's still going to share 5 resolve. This does a slash. 35 to 60, but it only attacks 1 tile. I think this is demonstrably better. Right, she's just going to share her 5 resolve, even though it's not her focus. At least it gives her that 5 extra. It's not going to do us any harm. Dead gladiators. No, it's just the ancients, ancient legionaries, ancient auxiliaries. They all just randomly drop them. But you have 4 helms. I have 4 helms. One of them isn't in the 6, I think, or I've got 2 of the same one. But you need 3 specific ones, not duplicates. I feel like something's bugged. It's not bugged. There's different names. I'm not taking them off again. But yeah, these are ancient domes. Ancient kettle isn't on the list. Ancient dome is the one I've got of the other set of 3. And these 2 that I'm wearing are the other 2 of the other 3 sets. There's 6 in total. But these are neither. These don't count towards the build. So it's not all of the ancient helms. It's going to be confusing to work out which ones we have to keep. But we'll just keep them all for now. Right. Let's get on, boys. We can do Disturbed Rest. 2 Skull might be pushing it with 5. We've got no one to here. We need money, basically. Prices here are not good for selling. Where's the caravan going? Let's start with breaking these down. 10 crowns per head. So it's a bonus 400. No, it's not. 20 heads. Bonus 200, forgive me. And another 240 when the job is done, so 440. That's not a great pay. No. 2 days to Friedwald. Oh, okay, that's not dangerous. We're still staying out of the desert. I could live with that. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We're going to need tools if we're going to do it, though. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to risk running up here. See if they have better tool prices or sell prices, and then we'll come back. Could maybe hit the cemetery on the way back if it's not ridiculous. And food as well, if we get good prices to buy up here. %, good sell prices, better buy prices as well. Let's get rid of... I think we'll maybe just take the hit on these. I'll definitely hold on to the bones for the sake of 90 gold. I might be tempted though if we get offered money for them in the event. Buy 2 of those, we'll exchange it for that. I guess our tools topped up. Helm Masters are an option. Squire is an expensive option later. And there's a Crusader for 15 grand. So yeah, we can hire non-event Crusaders as well. They won't be as good as the Avatar, but... Oh, I didn't buy food. Oh, I'm an idiot. Never mind. We'll get there. We'll be hungry, but it's fine. We won't have taken the debuff. Actually, not going to buy food because we're going to take the escort quest. Oh, we did. Oh, damn it. We did go hungry. Bollocks. Okay, we are going to buy some fresh fruit and camp for a day to cheer them back up, and then we'll go. Tedious. Banner Lady doesn't care, so she cannot have a rest. Ah, the Undead Gladiators wear the helmet. Yes, she might be right. So restored ancient one, so we'll see. I don't know, I think that's different now. If you're on about the gold helmets, they're different. There's nothing we can craft at the minute. Medicine's so-so. Ammo's a bit low, but we don't really have much ranged. Yeah, I think we just mass gather. Haven't got much of the map to explore, so yeah. Meds, 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 more meds. We could do some training, I guess. Especially on her. Come across Cordova when she found a sheep nursing so it was enormous. Oh, nice. Free dog. Oh, it's a nice northern one as well. Need some armor on him. I'll do for now. Oh, 8 viewers all of a sudden. Thanks for joining in, guys. Again, apologies for anyone who's just joined. I was running late tonight. But you're all welcome. And I hope you've had good Fridays. That's just Fridays that are good. I know it's not Good Friday. You know what I mean. Shut up. Right, I think I'm missing a trick here. That's that. Still not super happy, and I think the fights we're having are reasonably challenging all the time, so let's just rest everybody. And then when we get there, at least I'll be in a good mood. It's a nice way to finish the caravan. Oh, we may have done it too late, but we'll see. Hopefully we'll get a little mood buff. Which is a nice way to finish the caravan off. And we've stacked up some medicine now. Oh, 17 undead. All 4 geists. We haven't had a geist fight. Yeah, this could be rough. We do have the spell though. The spell helps. Caravan might join in, and we've done the quest now, so yeah, they're joining in. We're going to do this. Okay, only 3 of them, but 3's going to help. What's the range on this bad boys? 1, 2, 3. I wonder if we're on a hill at before. Get up on that hill. I'm going to take the left flank here and let the... Hopefully they'll get attracted to the donkeys and we'll just destroy the one side. There we go. Hard left flank. Or northern flank, depending on how you like to say it. Yeah. They could taste that city, Juicy. And then we went, excuse me, there's some zombies here. Can you just help us? It's really mean because we're not now being paid, and they've paid us. We're like, you're here. Turn around. We got you here safely. Psych. Question 8025. Do slings also have that projectile penalty for the undead? So I don't know what you mean by projectile penalty. The penalty I think you're referring to, and please tell me if I'm wrong, Weber, is that piercing damage is not as effective. That is namely arrows, daggers and spears, to my understanding. I thought it was swords, but I was wrong. So arrows, daggers and spears are piercing damage. Whereas a sling, exactly, Juicy, is blunt damage. So basically a sling is like, if you actually look, it's quite high armor damage. So slings are basically like ranged hammers, to put it in crude terms. So yeah, it's not that they're, it's not, I think that's what you mean, it's not a projectile penalty, it's a damage type penalty. So it's classic D&D, maces smash up skeletons and spears go through the ribs because they've got no flesh to pierce. That's the sort of gist. How that applies to zombies, we're not going to unpack too much, but yeah. Why did I just go on the hill? I'm an idiot. That was for the crossbow guy. Never mind. Oh, I swear I hovered over an undead and it's a projectile or something. Okay, well we'll do it now. Shoot bolt, 21%. 9% distance of 4, negative, because our crossbow is progressively less accurate the further it fires, so we'll prove that here. And then it's distance of 5, minus 12, and if we do distance of 6, it's minus 15, plus line of fire blocks. There's no mention of zombies or any undead thing. Crossbow bolts are also still piercing, but they still punch through as well, which is good. Yeah, so yeah, basically, so the short answer, if you're focused on undead, slingers is the one ranged weapon that you probably want to try. It's a bit better. And from my little experimentations with it, the sling itself you can get 2 shots off, but the staff sling is punchier, much further range. I think you can go up to 10 once you've got the right skills, but it's 5 AP to swing, so you pretty much only get, unless you get a kill and berserk, it's pretty much 1 shot per turn. And then you can bop them on the head with a stick as well, so you don't have to switch weapons. And then the other advantage of it is that you can throw bombs further with it, but again that seems quite niche, and then you have to have bombs and they're not cheap and blah 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 blah. But yeah, it's another advantage of it. I haven't really extensively used either though. Yeah, it could be like an undead priest skill to keep him alive a bit. Maybe he has some sort of magical debuff. I'm not intimately familiar with that, so I'm not sure. Ghosts. Juicy, you're such an optimist. You're always like, oh, items we can take, and I'm always like, can we survive this? But yes, if we do get, we started off confident, I've just noticed as well, which is nice. But yes, if we can get a good setup, we will take these. If we can shoot them in the chest and not the head, they'll probably survive anyway. That was a bad start, we hit the head, but never mind. Most of the time we're not going to do that, so hopefully we can kill him. The problem is we have to kill him like 17 times unless we chop his head off, so there's a good chance that by the end of it the helmet won't survive, but fingers crossed. Axe in 3 turns. Right, we're gonna... No, it didn't work, did it? He has to sit in the fire for like a whole turn or it doesn't work. I'm still gonna wait, see if I can... I need the ghost to sort of settle in place. I should have moved them both down one. Okay, he might be settling there. That's a good spot. Right, we'll put the fire there. This is the problem with the guys. You sort of have to hold them for a turn and then they vanish. The fireworks a treat. I'm going to have to advance him just to do this. Oh, I can't get them both. I can only get one. Fuck's sake. Oh, we'll do it anyway. Do I do a suicide run and just slam into there to hold them all in place? That's the question. Probably not. We'll do a spear wall though to encourage them to not come forwards. Ah, see, they're stepping out of the fire, but at least they're not screaming because they stepped out of the fire. He didn't scream, so we'll take that as a win. These are both in range to get hit, so maybe it's not all bad. It's an expensive skill though to keep dropping it. Now we can take a 22% chance hit, or we can drop a dog who will swing twice. I'm going to go for the latter option. And she can sit there for a minute, that's fine. Yay, dog option worked. 3 to go. Yes, oh look at that, he spear-walled back into the fire. This guy's awesome. There's blaze behind them and he's like, no, you stay in the fire, bitch. Love it. Oh, body armor hit that time. He may. Oh, if he dies there, we will get that kettle helmet, Juicy. Your min-maxing sense is acting up. You can send me a BB image that will give me nightmares. Thanks, Webber. Appreciate you trying to give me nightmares. Love you, bro. Webber, fucking with fellow streamers since fill in date. I think we're going to charge the Geist. Yeah, I don't like jumping into this though. With 65 body armor and 24 melee defense, maybe it's not suicide. It's risky though. This guy's ranged anyway, so he's not going to want me too close. And this guy's only got teeth. Fuck it, let's jump in. Ah, at least we've got a 40% swing on it. We'll keep trying. Oh, we stepped into the fire as well. Right, let's cut a hole. Or do we just drop another? Or we could just drop another fire here. Buff our guys, and I want to swing my sword. 95% to do 98 plus 20 body armor, so that's 118. We're not doing 118 per swing. Even with that, we're not doing 118 per swing, so we need to get 2 successive hits and not hit both head on body armor. Probably better off just to drop the fire, but we're only doing hit point damage. These guys are already weakening. It's not significant until you get them down a bit on health. I guess it stops them rezzing as well. Yeah, that's part of the build, Juicy. Everybody has the hate of the undead, yeah. Ah, see, even with that I didn't get him. Going to 5 and no armor though. It's because I hit the head on one and the body on another, which, as I said, we didn't want to do. Wish it would tell me how long that's there for, but it doesn't. I think it's 1 more turn. We could maybe shield bash this guy into it. 39. If we pull this off, we could spear wall as well. Stay in the fire, bitches. It may vanish now, though, so that may have been a waste of effort, but we shall see. Wow, the Geist isn't even screaming, it's just hitting us. Do they always do that? Am I just being unobservant? I'm not an undead expert. Oh, there you go, yeah, it did just waste the fire didn't work, but we pushed it back anyway. Give a chance of spear wall to work again. Oh, here come the screams. Oh, sweet, they only wobbled us, they didn't make us break. I think we need to drop the fire here. This is why I don't want it on the Crusader and I want it on a Nun. I want 3 backliners to be able to drop these spells. Then I think this is going to be much easier to manage. That spear pushback was a good tactic, it seems. Yeah, so if I had this character with it now, which she will get eventually, we could just go and drop it over here. It'd be really effective here. Anyway, let's try and make a hole. And then our Crusader can do it. Now, if we do it here as well, then that helmet might actually stay on the ground rather than being resurrected. Maybe I should kill everybody else. I'm struggling with this Geist. Again, we could do it here. We could do it here. We could do this, or we could move down one and get both of them. I'm going to do that. Down one. Both Geists. We have to jump into the fray here as well. I don't have to, but I'm choosing to. Yeah. Fire's working. This guy's in trouble. Dog's saving his ass. Yeah, that fire is really effective as long as you can hold the Geist in place. But only on holy backgrounds. No, I think it's on all the backgrounds. Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe it's just holy backgrounds. Caravan Guard is not a holy background, and he's got it. I think it's all of them. And they all got Mind Over Body as well. Is the perk you get. Mind Over Body. Oh, but this guy doesn't. No, maybe it's not everybody. Maybe it's just more common. Gravedigger's not got it on anything. I wouldn't say a Caravan Hand is holy, but maybe it is. Maybe I'm wrong. Hang on, let's look at the background. Oh, it doesn't tell you here, does it? What the wordy backgrounds are at the top. It's only on the hiring screen it tells you that. Obviously, the Nun's holy background, and she doesn't have it either. There you go, look, Nun. She does get Mind Over Body, but she didn't get the Hatred of the Undead. It might just be because it's like a special late game crisis, so everybody hates the Undead because they're everywhere. This guy gets double. He gets Undead Killer and Hate for the Undead, but that's because he's a Crusader. Like he's a, you know, Exorcist type hater, paladin, whatever you want to call him. And again, Witch Hunter, Youngblood, who definitely hates the Undead, got Mind Over Body, but he didn't get the Hate for the Undead, so I'm not sure. It seems random, but more common. Did we not level her up? Oh, damn. Or maybe we just leveled up this fight, I don't know. The Embalmed Soldier had resistance to ranged weapons. I think that's a very specific guy, though, not all undead. That's all that I meant, Weber. So yeah, apologies, I wasn't aware of that one. I just assumed that that was under Ninja. Yeah, it does make more sense, yeah. Yeah, the mummies can be really nasty, which I think that's Embalmed Soldier is like the mummy types. 3 Kettle Helms, strange. Maybe it's luck with traits. Yeah, I mean, I think it might be... It works with the story because the world is like totally fucked basically in this one. In the introduction, if you read it, it's like, yeah, the dead are rising and everybody's fucked. So it makes sense that during that crisis, maybe it's always that way, I don't know, but maybe during that crisis, it's a higher chance of getting zealots or people that have lost loved ones to the undead and therefore hate them. You know, that sort. It does sort of work with the story almost. Oh, I thought I'd be able to move and shoot. Ah, that was sloppy. Didn't factor in the hill. Whoops. Oh, we really need to get rid of this guy. We really need to get Rally the troops as well. Survive. Survive. Oh no, Kettle Helmet back up, that's what we didn't want. 4? How can we have 4 Raise from the Dead? That's just mean. See, now there's a problem. I need the Crusader to smash the shit out of people. I also need him to cast a spell, and I can't do both. I think I'll just start decapitating the dangerous ones. Because as soon as the spell goes, they can raise up again. I must admit, I wish if you sanctified it should. I feel like it should be permanent on more than 2 turns. He rallied, nice. Oh, there's one hiding in the bushes as well. We still might get the helms, don't panic. It's a reduced chance, it's not a 0 chance. Still one of your kettle helms hiding in that bush. There you go, we got 2 of them, see? Even at 18% we still managed to get one. It's just a lower chance. I've completely destroyed with the two-handed hammer body armor before and I've still got it. So I do dagger down, don't get me wrong, but like sometimes I just go with it. It's not worth losing a brother just to gain a bit of armor sometimes. Certainly not a kettle helmet when we've got ancient helmets already. Like, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. So we're on a 75, this is a 95.7. This is on the same negative vision, but I don't mind on a crossbow. Try that one out, a bit more armor there. These guys are on 66s. This is a 75, so that's cheaper, so we'll swap that out straight away for an upgrade. This guy's on a 95.9, this is a 95.7. That's a nice upgrade there. This one's a 95.9. We do need fatigue, so I'm actually going to drop him, I think, to a 660. That might work better. Give him a little more fatigue to play with. Cool, got some good level ups. No losses, a little bit of wounds, but nothing crazy. No injuries, I mean, just some light wounds. So we took Colossus already. We could take Fortified Mind. He has just fled, so that green circle has just been compounded. Whoa, tier 1 Berserk. How did I miss that? Why has he got Berserk at tier 1? That's not normal for a caravan hand. The fuck? Has he got some trait that does that? That's really weird. Is it hatred for the undead? Does that give you a tier 1 Berserk? I hired a lot of caravan hands in my time. I've never seen a tier 1 Berserk. This guy's got it too. My little one's crying. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, kids are weird. Kid's crying, so you go to him, and then he goes, ah, turns his face away from you. Must have been a dream. Inquisitors, how do you like in comparison to other origins? Right, Abyss, my feedback on Inquisitors. Initial feedback is it's fucking impossible. Then I got over the fact there were Geists on day one. We did get beat up a lot though. So I've been very selective with my fights. I'm building everything to be anti-undead. I think I got lucky with the Crusader event, but you might tell me it's coded in to pop up quickly. But I think I got that in the first 5 days. That helped. So I'm building the team around the Crusader. It's challenging. I'm enjoying it, but it's challenging. And Abyss, as you are the font of knowledge, do you know why we're getting tier 1 berserks? Is that part of the Inquisitor thing? Because I've got a Gravedigger here with a tier 1 berserk who I'm so not used to seeing it there. I haven't even taken it yet. That's obviously going to get taken quickly now. And I've also got a Caravan Hand with tier 1 berserk. But I've not got it on all of the brothers. This one's got a normal tier 5 berserk. And that's a nun. So it's nothing to do with the Inquisitor thing, I don't think. But maybe it is. I don't know. I'm confused. I just thought I'd ask. Maybe it's origin related, but it's an origin relation that doesn't really make sense to me, Chris, because the characters I would have thought, like the religious zealots, they're getting it later. Unless it just says if they don't have it, slap it in tier 1. I don't know. It looks like everybody's got berserk because of it as well, which is nice. So we'll start mass taking berserk because it's a great skill. But we need to stay alive first. So whilst we will take berserk on mass, I think we'll take dodge first, although, no, hang on. This guy's got paranoia. We won't take dodge first. We actually won't take dodge at all. We're going to take medium armor, which isn't going to be very effective because of neither our weight nor our initiative is high enough to take advantage of it. I actually hate this character. Paranoia is really rubbish. This is going to be very much a temporary character. Paranoia is going to break us. Actually don't know if I can counter this paranoia when we haven't got adaptive to take Battle Forge, which would be the best counter to it. But it's a shame she's got good stars. Caravan Hands definitely don't have berserk on tier 1, neither do Gravediggers. Normally. I actually think I need to trash this guy sooner rather than later. I think he's just dead weight. We only hired him recently and he was cheap, so how can I make him better? There's no point taking berserk because he's not accurate enough to use it. There's no point taking the armor skills, even though we need them, because his initiative is trashed by his paranoia. Possibly back to basics gives him more melee defense in a sort of indirect route. Yeah, I think we'll try that. Do we bring his... I don't know if we bring his initiative up or not, but now 3 is good. 3, 4... I think I have to just accept he's going to get hit a lot. Just focus on more armor on him, maybe. He's definitely going to be super temporary. He's a meat shield. I don't like the word meat shield. This guy was going to take resolve, which I still was leaning that way before I got interrupted. Don't hate berserk on him because he's more accurate though. But he hasn't got the fatigue to take the advantage of berserk either. So I think we will take 45 mind for now. Bring him up. And we'll get Brawn here, which will give us more fatigue to play with. Unless he has. No, he doesn't. Oh, efficient packing for extra fatigue. We might consider that for the fatigue. We'll see. And then the banner, who's very much not a banner. She doesn't have the stats for it. She's going to be a fighting backline. Oh, do you know what? Maybe I should just lean into it without the resolve stars. I can't make my mind up with this nun. I feel like I want another nun, but with resolve stars, and this one could be a magic casting nun. But yeah, I'm enjoying it, Abyss. It's just challenging, but I feel like I've hit my groove now. The first few days were rough, but we're on. Yeah, I stay out of the desert. I think I got a bad seed as well, and then I realised quickly to stay out of the desert in answer to your original question. Sorry, I got a bit distracted there. I think I was. I can't decide with this one. 52. 3. Battleforge's done nothing. What a weird one this is. We got adaptive. Oh yeah, we're going to take light armor later, I think. Light or medium, I'm decided. It's probably light. No Colossus. No stars in fatigue, those will take the fatigue. Need quite a lot of fatigue if we're going to keep dropping those spells for Holy Flame. Fuck it, we take all the resolve we can get for now off the banner. Oh, everybody's temporary. This is not fun. Got 3 times the head armor as the body armor. What the fuck is going on? I need some body armor. This is getting silly. I'm not getting it from here. Whoa, gold. Holy moly. Oh. 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 Defensive, high resolve. I mean, I'd like some initiative buff, but you know, don't need to be greedy. We got resolve star. It's better than no stars. It's a better banner than we've got. So that one that I've just given, just given a 45 blind. She can still take rally the troops though. She can be a sergeant backliner. It's still going to work. Alright, there's our proper banner. This will be more of a purist banner. I don't think I'm going to build a peaceable banner though. I think I'm going to stick with saying that you don't have to hit with Holy Flame. Prayer of Hope, you need high resolve to work better. Prayer of Faith, you need high resolve to work better. Maybe we do just go pure banner. Those are pure resolve and make a pleasing arrow shape as well. And then rally. And then student. And keep your life skills. There's plenty of pure resolve skills, and we get the bandage in, which is nice. And then we can take these and these if we really want to. Oh, and we got Inspire as well, nice. Maybe she doesn't need to strike then, yeah, maybe this can be the pure banner. 56, he's almost got more banner than she has out of the gate, right. It's going to take us a while to train him, but yeah, right. In the meantime, I need to give him some sort of... Yeah, that'll do. He's not going to hit very often. And we just put as much armour as he can bear on and hope he doesn't die. I think that's the best I can do for now. Unless I give him a shield and a throwing weapon or a sling, something like that. Keep him alive that way. He's going to miss either way, so maybe a sling's a better shout. A drill, because the A wasn't long enough. Hello, mate, how you doing? Good to see you, my brother. You see that this origin is fun when it's not fun. It's really not fun. I think I'm just a bit down in the dumps. After Anatomists, Crusaders, even Poachers, and then Berserkers all kicked the shit out of me. My gripe with Crusaders and Berserkers was that it was hard to get to the next resolve level for the Amata brothers. That was why I struggled. The Poachers, I think I'm struggling with Expert maybe, or I just kicked the shit out of me. I mean, I like ranged, so I think Poachers is probably on me, but I've not been playing my best. Anatomists, I just didn't get any good brothers to put the potions into, so that was a bit of bad luck and a bit of maybe being too picky with the brothers, I don't know. Yeah, and then we dropped down to Veteran and then picked Inquisition, which is challenging, but yeah, it's good. It is good. Yeah, good headgear, yeah. Juicy 117 with a sash and 45 mind. Yeah. Yeah, no, I understood resolve, mate. I got you, but thank you for the clarification. Is it bad in my Crusader run? I've just put people purely to hold dogs for me. They are just so much better early. I don't think that's bad. I think it's a tactic. Again, going back to my complaint about it, Wabba, I struggled because I felt stuck at 6 brothers for ages. And they were just really challenging fights I was getting, and it was hard to get to 8 brothers, but I sort of think that's the idea of the build. Like, it's supposed to be like elitist Crusaders rather than, you know, peasant militia. It's like the inverse of peasant militia, but yeah, it makes sense in that scenario to use dogs to buff your numbers as well. We did that on this one actually, it's just they've all died. So I may go and hire some more, but it's a money balance on this one as well. Right, food. We're eating now 12 a day. Give me cheap food. Dried fruit is not cheap. Regular fruit will do me. Intentionally keeping my food stores low. Treasury transfer. We're not doing 3 scrolls. It's 3 days. Trade. Oh, it's not 3 days because we can go off road, but yeah, otherwise we wouldn't be doing it. It's probably worth 400 because we're only paying 44 a day, so we're going to make 350 odd profit. 22 any repairing. Yes. Yes, we do. It's not worth it. Just gonna repair and go. Sounds like it could go horribly wrong, like the kid in the barn, but you know, what do I know? Find the family setting up a dinner table. They look at you as though you're a madman and will ask if they can help you. The boy starts laughing so hard he clenches his stomach and rolls around on the ground. The mother grabs him by the ear. She apologises as she hands him off to his father for a good whipping. Sorry, Sarsword, we mean no trouble, but this boy will. He does as he pleases sometimes. Can't really fault a boy for being a boy, though this one's definitely a little shit. If you've ever seen one, you head back to the market. It's hilarious. Oh, this is the event we want. What do you want to buy? Da, 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 da. Oh, what? I misread that. This is the picture you get when they want to buy some of the items off you. I was getting excited. Oh, it's the good boy that cried wolf, I see. I guess this is a moral dilemma, isn't it? Flashbacks to the poor kid we killed, yeah. Okay, we get some goods, so I'm alright with that. Oh, he's done it again. Abyss, one of you had fun writing this. While back in the market, you're already expecting the savage little liar to come by. You feign shock when he's pulling your hand. A moment comes by and you see yourself socking him right in the jaw. Of course, that would not look good to those who didn't know what was going on. I'm really tempted to keep going back. This is funny. I don't see how anything bad can come of it by going back. But if I don't go, I feel like it's going to bite me in the ass and it's definitely going to have a zombie. This is funny. I'm going to keep going back to see how this plays out. Get another 10 crowns. Lovely. Second trip in the door. So if I'm enjoying a game of cards, to grab the kid by his throat and slam him against the wall. You kick the door closed so no one can see. The father gets up, tells you that that's his son you're manhandling. You tell the father to give you the switch he used to beat the boy. I wonder what happens if you ignore it. I'll take the food and the money though. That was a funny that was a funny event. I'll give them that. Right, we're all good. Oh, some other ones we can maybe pick instead. "2 days to Assested." That's a weird name. Over there. So we can either go from there to there, and we can go into 2 towns on the way, or we can off-road it down here. I don't really want to go near the desert, so that's probably more appealing. Nice, free rep at least. Gasp when he beat a poor boy. It wasn't a poor boy, it was a cheeky little cry wolf shit. There's a Ricky Gervais joke about the boy that cried wolf. He went, what's the moral of the story? People are like, oh, don't tell lies. No, the moral of the story is don't tell the same lie 3 times. Dumb fuck. It's an easy brigand fight we can use for training on our new please don't die rubbish priest. Oh, I didn't buy him a sling, did I? Damn it. Right, you can use your screw or just keep that in your pocket in case you get trapped. Don't die, priest. Oh, there's undead right behind them. Hang on. Which is the fight we want to take? Necros Advance and Embalm Slave. Fucking hell. That's not fun. Could take that and then run. You've been watching too much TV, Juicy. Oh, I thought we were going to be in the forest. That's not in the forest. Can use this to hold them, I guess. Oh, I didn't realise the dog was coming out. Never mind. Dog's getting a free hit on us. So I'm going to hold here. I'm going to hold here with the spear wall, and then I've just got to deal with these 3. Dog will die instantly. Okay, that was a bit. Okay, it's fine. Use the dog. Fine. Is that problem solved? I'm going to kill fast here because the undead are going to come. Dog's going to hold the pass, so we'll go and protect up here. Solid dog against the rabble. No undead yet, that's a good sign. So we can cut a few more down rapidly before they start rising. I'd love to know the mechanic around the rising from the dead thing when there's no necromancer. Because I've had rounds where it's 4 straight away. I've had rounds where nothing seems to happen like this one. Not sure if it's just a random chance or if there's a mechanic or how many can raise. I am curious. I don't like looking under the hood, but I would like to have a gist of how it calculates what to do. So this one's just not raising for some reason, which I'm not complaining about. Yeah, I didn't raise a single one. Happy days. Yeah. Do you see I'm British? We understand humour. You don't have to explain it. See, Americans take everything literally. That's why we get in trouble when we go over there. Although I keep seeing American shows and I hear Americans use the word banter and it makes my kidneys itch. It's like, it's such a British term. It's funny when you guys, you're not a culture of taking on other people's terminologies. We tend to understand yours, you don't tend to understand ours, mostly because of television and Hollywood. So we get more of yours. But it does make me laugh when I hear Americans saying banter. Oh, move, before we're not moving. Woo, there we go. Let's run away from these horrible undead. But yes, no, as a rule, British people will always assume you're sarcastic, don't worry. Yeah, an embalmed slave, I think, is the lowest tier of embalmed, but they're still no joke. So I'm 2 necrosavants as well. I just don't need the headache. Once we've got a proper banner and we've got a proper sort of, yeah, everyone's maybe level 5, then maybe I'd take that fight. But at the moment, we've got a brand new banner that just can't defend himself yet. I don't even want to run in there in case they come past. 9%. Cheap items though. We'll go through the woods, so we'll be fine. Really don't want to get caught into that fight. Okay, it's just a stock message, fine. Marketplace, food seems cheap, y'all. 14 days, 3 days of food. 5 days of food, that's good. Keep those for tools. I was going to try him out for the sling. Let's see if that works. Really don't think he's going to do much damage with that anyway. We'll put that in the pocket. There we go. At least he's got some defense if someone does take a pot shot at him. I'm conscious that he's not even stood behind a shield, so... Holy Avenger. Right, this is the one that we have to put some thought into. There's too many green circles. I'm not being decisive enough. What tier are we on now? Okay, we probably should take Battleforged. Is there any reason why I might not take Battleforged? I don't think so. I do like Braveheart. Do I mean Braveheart? Battleheart, and I like Lionheart, but I still think Battleforged is better pound for pound. We took Brawny, we took Student Holy Fire, Colossus, Swordmaster, and we got the Mind Over Body for free. Yeah, I think Battleforged is just pound for pound, or isn't there? I was making a joke about how some people will judge Otto's run when he finishes it. Yeah, I was there, but only for like 5 minutes, maybe 10. So I didn't get the whole conversation. Yeah, Battleforged. I don't think we can take anything but Battleforged there. So we're at 82%. So again, 18% damage reduction from our 370 armor. Yeah, we'll keep piling the armor on him. He's got quite a bit of fatigue stocked up now, so we can make him a little bit heavier, I think. Or we could also boost his resolve, which is eventually going to kick in on Mind Over Body with some item perks when we get tier 3s and 4s on. Oh yeah! Thanks, Angel. That was very loud. Not sure what the occasion was, but appreciate you. Saw it in advance and turn your sound off. Yeah, I'm really sorry. That's I don't know why that's so loud. I need to go and turn it down. Yeah. Oh well. At least that woke everyone up. Oh, I might have to toss a coin here. Health, fatigue, resolve. They're all useful. I think I'm leaning resolve. Because it's going to give us fatigue reduction on everything. So I think it's worth investing in it. I'm just worried we're going to make this guy a master of too many stats. See, that's a normal volume. If anything, that one's too quiet, right? I don't need that one to be loud because I know everything it says. Tornado. Yeah, this isn't kicking in yet, but it will if we put some items on him now. We just need to get him a necklace. Right, everyone's happy, which is good. Right, we've got plenty to break down tools-wise. Oh, we can get some cheap tools here, actually. Which we're going to stock up on while they're cheap. Because they're really cheap. Let's give everyone a pint and push them to Euphoria. Yeah, Euphoria. Nobody worth knowing coming back for. And no whips, so we do what we want. Alright, let's go through the woods because we know they might still be following us. That's right, Maximus. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're well. Thanks for dropping in. Sephi, sorry, I didn't see your message. Resolve is the best stat. It is when you've got free whatever it's called. Sorry, I was distracted by all the sounds. What am I trying to say? Mind everybody. I was trying to do it without looking. Mind everybody for free, so it makes sense everybody has half decent resolve, especially when you find the undead. Range defense is the best stat. It tilts 90% of chat, whatever you want. You're not wrong. You've probably been taking range defense on frontline as Wabber, which is a big noob sort of move. I'm not gonna lie. I myself used to do it. I used to think, I'm getting sick of my two-handed swordsman getting peppered all the time. Or maybe I'll just take a bit of range defense. And all chat's like, what are you doing? It's a frontliner. Stop it. It's because you're only supposed to level 3 stats. I still question that. Like, this is an example where I'm going to try and level 4 stats because we sort of need defense and offense. We need health, we need stamina, and we do need resolve. So it's 5 stats, which is too many. But there's a ceiling to where I'm going to take it to. And then I'll let the items take the resolve high enough to get use out of mind everybody. But yes, in general, if you definitely don't want range defense on frontliners. This is probably what you did to piss off chat. Yeah, non-range bros. Yeah, range bros should be the opposite. So you take melee defense on your range bros, they'll get really mad as well. Although I would argue melee defense on a second line is not as bad as range defense on a front line. As counterintuitive as that sounds to beginners, melee defense on the back line I don't hate because they will get the odd pike to the face. So it does give you a bit more chance of not always getting hit by an item that's going to do a lot more damage to you as well. Should redo the title. What do you want him to be called? Knights Who Say Knee. Just because my Uber tank has 50 melee defense and 50 range defense, they're all jealous. 50 melee defense, 50 range defense, and he can't do anything but dodge. He just dances around the battlefield, not getting hit by anything. He's basically, you've created the Flash with his hands tied behind his back. So no one can hit him, but he also can't hit back. There isn't. I still think there's a small argument, but I'm not going to be on your side here, but there is a small argument if you're making an ultra tank that wears the stupid hat so everybody hits him. You might want to take some range defense, but you still shouldn't be. You should still be taking fatigue, melee defense, and health probably on those sorts of builds. Yeah, small target. Unholy. Yeah, you can be called unholy. That's fine. Doesn't really make sense because you're a paladin, but we can go with it. Maybe just don't wash. I don't know. That sounds about right, Ojo. Right, mega. This is going to be the mega banner. So I'm pretty confident with all the green ones we circled. So I may just follow this pattern. Is there anything else we want to consider before I do that? Possibly a learn dodge, but then I do want to take student early on. No, I think we're just going to follow the pattern here. The student. And that will get him through everything else quicker. We're always going to take resolve, and I'm going to think about it. Even if it's a 1 or the lowest roll, we're always taking resolve. I think the lowest roll was a 2 on a 1-star, but either way, always take resolve. I think we're going to need more fatigue than that because he's wearing not that much armor. And we're going to go. What are we doing with armor? Oh, we're going nimble dodge. Either way, that's not much armor. So we want to be able to resolve. We want to be able to move and do spells. So we need some fatigue. We need some health, and we don't have Colossus. So we'll take 3. Yep, so he's going to be easy to level. He's literally stay alive, have high resolve. That's his job. So high fatigue, high health, and high resolve. And then once we've got fatigue to a certain point, we'll smash it into ranged defense. Before chat starts shouting at me too. Could give him this is a bit of all-in-one, isn't it? But we don't get the defense. Let's do that and put the shield in the pocket. We'll try that for a bit. Maybe that's a bit more efficient. Okay. Right, I've done this quest. We could just have an army of monks that cast this holy flames. The Van Helsing army. Or witch hunters and priests. Begone, foul demon! I want some resolve, but that's a lot for 1. Yeah, 300%, that's why. We can get rid of some of this stuff at 16%, I guess. I'm holding on to these stakes. I'm not sure if I need them. What's everyone's view on the stakes? I feel like we've got too many. Only worth 1 though, and then we're not actually maxed out on space. So. Going to take a risk, I think. Are we all armed and healthy? Let's see if we get the body armor on these 2. It's pathetic. Oh, it's so expensive here, though, isn't it? Shit. What card plays me? Oh, I need more body armor, but I'm not paying these prices. Where the fuck else can we go? Oh, Jesus. I hate this map. This is like the worst seed ever. Ever. It's like all the bloody citadels are clustered together, which is not helpful. There's like one up here, and there's like 3 down here, so you couldn't get any quests. It's just, I don't like the seed at all. Yeah, there's 2 more there. Yeah, that's it. There. It's just like, oh no, that's a town. I'm wrong. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, they're still too clustered. Rah, rah, rah. Can you get your name? Yeah, you asked for... You're not invisible. You asked for something specific. No, you said in your picked name character, Juicy, you put time for someone to continue my legacy, and then I said they're all shit. Did you want to wait? And you said wait. And I've got 900 gold. What do you want from me? And I'm maxed out. Oh, you could be the priest if you want to be the priest. He's not shit, actually. He's not great, but he's not shit if you want to be the priest. You'll be the 6th bro. Oh, okay. I didn't catch that. I thought you weren't a specific one. Yeah, the 6th bro is the Oh, do you mean 6 as in do you mean 6 as in this one? The Witch Hunter? Or as in the one I just hired, which was the 6th slot filled, which is the monk? Just let me know, dude, and I'll rename accordingly. You meant the higher? Yeah, that's fine. Can I fit Moni bitch in? I don't know. I'm joking. The whiny. There we go. That's good. Can you be camp bitch? We don't have a camp bitch, but you can be the next camp bitch I hire, but it might not be for a while because it's been tough to grind up to 8 brothers. Is there an E in whiny? Winnie? Whiny? I should know because I often get pronounced that way. I feel like there's an E in there. Whiny. I'm glad you're amused, Max. How don't you get my references? Because you're American, that's how I don't get your references. If you walked into that one. Camp bitch, we need to go and get a servant if we're having a camp bitch. I'm not sure we're going to have a camp bitch for a while, Wabro. Are you sure? If you're happy to wait, I will. If I hire one, the camp bitch is yours, but I may not hire one for a while. This, I think, well, like everybody needs to fight at the minute, so it's the least camp bitchy group we're going to have. Free to old. It was down this way, wasn't it? Yeah, back that way. Okay, that's not bad for the money. I don't want to do a caravan escort. Could do the... This depends what it's going to pay. That looks very generous. This could be a tough fight. The reason I'm nervous on that is if we take it and break the contract, we're going backwards on resolve, which I really don't want to do. On renown, sorry, because we're only 34 off. What's our options here? Nothing. We've got a bag of absolute wank on the team. Nobody even gets a retinue option. Hilarious. I think we are going to take the boring one. I would like to do Disturbed Rest, but I just think if we get like 3 necromancers and a bunch of geists or banshees, it's just not going to happen. So we're going to be cautious until our banner gets a bit better. Right, back to Elksholm. We're just going to keep running up and down this road from the look of it. Yeah, no rush. Don't force it. Yeah, that's cool. It may not be, but we'll see. Actually, we might want to do this tomb on the way. It's not going to tell us, is it? I got used to the poachers always knowing what was in there. We're all in good health and good spirits. I might just try and do this without the money, because it's different when you get the quest. Let's see what happens. 15. 15 weak things or 15 scary things? Let's wait. It's a good choke point there. Weak things, weak things. Excuse me for slurping my drink. Oh, fast dead thing. What the hell does that move so quickly? That was off screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How the fuck did he do that? Did somebody throw him? He's not got the puppet thing on him. What the fuck happened there? These have all got 6 AP, including him. How did he go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 AP without puppet on his head? No, I know that, yeah, but it should still have the puppet symbol on, shouldn't it? Maybe it's because it was off screen, it doesn't show you. That's really weird. Yeah, I know the necro buff skill. That's a fair point. Like, right, this is a doable fight. They're not. I know they're not officially armored Wiedegangers, but the Wiedegangers with, oh, they maybe with the armor. Do they not have the title of armored Wiedeganger? They just have the armor on. Either way, these guns are a bit chunky. I think with the Holy Flame we might be okay. We're going to definitely pull back to a choke point. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I actually don't care about the Necromancer because I want to behead and purge all these guys instead of trying to rush the Necromancer, because being a 6 we're not going to be able to rush the Necromancer. So I think we'll pull back and then we can flee if we have to. So we can choke point there with 2, there with the 3rd. There's a 2 against 1 on the top. There's a 2 against 2 on the bottom. And then we'll have to cope on this flank. We don't hate that. If we can behead the big metal armoured guys, we should be okay. Or we could just run. That is also a valid option. This isn't a contract, so we're not bound to this either way. Again, Juicy, you're thinking about gear, I'm thinking about surviving. But I appreciate your optimism. It's always refreshing. I don't think the Necromancer will move, so just pulling away from the Necromancer is probably not a bad shout as well. And this is more likely to be 1-on-1 than 1-on-2, but it could be 1-on-3, but we're going to wait there regardless. I want anyone that comes into the middle to hit the flames, although if we do that it might push them around the flanks. Just chop his head off. 116, we're not going to do this turn either way. Going to come back to him. If you soften him up, he might be able to chop his head off. And we need to pull his cleaver out instead. Soften up this armor. A little. Oh, we can get this one. Nice. Staggers as well. Right, the most we can do is 95 damage. So we're not going to kill him. I still want to give him a big twat of a hit there, I think. Technical turn. Don't worry about the armor, we got to kill 14 more of the others. There's plenty of armor. Want that dog dropping, but just not quite yet. I think the armoured ones are giving me nervousness, but all the others look pretty reasonable to kill. They're all going north though, which is a worry. If I intentionally put the Crusader in danger, when he's surrounded he can drop the fire on himself. Or is that just stupid? I'm not sure. I'm just thinking out loud now. don't want to suicide the dog yet. That's too much. We destroy armor. You can't keep every bit of armor, dude. You're upsetting yourself for no reason. I can move in and strike, but then we take 2-1, possibly get surrounded. Or we can pull back and we get more support. I think we'll pull back. Get as many ranged hits in as we can. So initiative is 25, mine is 15. We're even slower than zombies. They have 6 AP, so 2-4, they can't swing. He can come down 1 and swing once. I don't think riposte is worth it, therefore. So we're going to hold. Oh no, there's a there's an example, Wabber, of your twirl in action. Only it wasn't twirl, but it pushed me into the pack, so this is what I mean. You could get a 4-on-1 now. So yeah, it's not ideal. Try and put him down quickly, but we didn't succeed. Yeah, now I've got a weak guy exposed. This is not good. I'm going to buy some time, then we're going to go around if we go in here. Change my mind from what I said before. Flame in here would be good, or flame in here. Or flame in here. This is a good spot. Let's burn these metal fuckers. Yeah, the protection's only against injury though, right? Sorry, I missed chat a bit. Has to watch 45 body armor. Juicy Hoarder, gotta derobe them all. Use fire to protect. That's why Juicy spelled my name, because I want Juicy Loop. Yeah, so I think this is just injuries and bleeding. I don't see any cleavers on them, so there's no bleeding threat. I tell a lie, there's one bleeding threat up there. All the rest of them have not got bleeding. So it is injuries, but I'm not really worried about injuries. It's more about just dying in general. It doesn't buff defense. So I think I'd rather cook them. I think he is going to get in the crossfire, but I think I'm going to cook these 4, especially the heavy armoured ones. You mean this tank is not really a tank? He got pulled forwards. It wasn't really our choice, but yeah, agreed. He's probably fucked either way. More worried about him dying than getting injured. I think I might just save the fatigue so we can shield all next turn. 48 defense is actually not bad. His body armor is gone though. Yeah, I think we're just going to hold on to fatigue. Yeah, we may have to retreat here, but I don't even know if I can get him out. This may have been an unwise decision. Let's drop the dog. And buys us more time on the north flank as well. Oh yeah, he's got no chance. I think he's just gone. Let's be heading these, we're in real trouble. Hang on, am I misunderstanding the skill, Sephi? Are you saying that it acts like 9 lives, as in he won't take an injury after the fight? I'd read it as like injuries during the fight, you know, like a pierced shoulder or whatever. Maybe I'm misunderstanding the friendly buff. I don't think we can retreat here. This is not good. This may have been an unwise fight to take. Not even getting beheadings when we need them, damn it. Yeah, if I can't decapitate, we're going to be in trouble here. Just doesn't do enough damage. And the fire's good, it hits all of them for 10, but like I need to do 50, not 10. No behead again, what the fuck? Finally. Injuries during the fight, yeah, I think he was dead either way. That's my point, Safi. If the guy that you were talking about at the front was who you were referring to, I think it was sort of a moot point. He had like 11 body armor. We're sort of fucked either way. I think this is just a matter of time. I just need more cleavers and swords. This was unwise. Let's see if we can limp out of the fight, but I think we're going to struggle. This may be a wipe. This guy hasn't beheaded a single time, even though he's supposed to behead on a... Ah, it's only chanced... Oh, I misread this. 99% if you hit the head. Problem is you don't always hit the head. That's not what I thought it was. And this one's 50% chance if you hit the head. Okay. It's a lot of fatigue to commit to only if you hit the head. I don't know what the percentage to hit the head is, but I'm guessing it's not high. I really wish Sanctify would last, like, or Holy Flame, whatever it's called, would last longer. Yeah, we can riposte, but they're not all attacking it massively. Oh, backline's getting him as well now. It keeps them for rezzing for 2 turns, then they immediately res. That's why I don't like it. I feel like if he's sanctifying the ground, it should be like perpetuity, but it isn't. So yeah, that's my irritation with it, Rambo. It works for 2 turns. It burns them for 10 a turn. I think it's 10. And then it vanishes. And then they can get up again. So yeah, I feel like it should consecrate the ground or whatever and last a bit longer. Yeah, but it's 30 fatigue, so if you do it every other turn, that's all you do. So it needs to be, do it every other turn, and on the other turn, do nothing. It doesn't do enough damage, and it's, yeah, I don't know. I guess you could take them all to 10 and then activate it, but it's, the next wave will come in, then I'll stop, and then they'll just get pushed back again. It's really difficult with the fatigue management. I feel like I need 3 nuns in the back line, or just dropping it one after another after another. Yeah, it's utility spell. It shouldn't be on the frontliner. The only reason I put it on the Crusader is because he gets access to it on the first tier, and early access for this skill really helps you deal with Geists. So it's worth it just to deal with Geists. If you hit it with Geists, Rambo, it works. So it's a 100% kill on a Geist, which is really helpful. I'm going to hit this guy and then riposte on the other one and hope they attack me. I'm going to have to just keep killing them and hope we behead them, I think. I think everyone else is going to die, yeah, before we can get out. This is bad. I think it's a wipe. Oh man, this was a voluntary thing as well. I didn't need to do this. Ugh. Irritating. Definitely think this is about getting to this fight, especially with the Crusaders. It's a big loss. If you can get a Crusader and you can get or good frontliners and then get 2 or 3 monks or nuns to tiers, whatever the last tier is, and get these fires going, I think this gets a lot easier. Yeah, I don't think it was greedy. I thought it was a fight we could just do or run out of, and then yeah, maybe I keep underestimating the resurrection on this. It's really difficult. It's like constantly fighting 4 necromancers. I don't know why they're confident. It's definitely misplaced confidence. Well, at least we riposted and beheaded one. That was positive. Good shot on whoever said riposte. I enjoyed the shit out of it, Rambo. If you want, I can give you a seed that you'll have a lot of fun on. It's called Forbidden Knowledge. No, it was not Lich Run, it was Forbidden Knowledge. You start with a 1 random brother. That might be a poacher, might be a washerwoman, might be a berserker. Mine was a berserker. And you then get the necromantic skills. So it's basically the necromantic run, but in a much friendlier, sort of softer way, because they're still a utilitarian, sort of useful brother. And then you use the necromancy to complement them, rather than that's the only thing they're good at. It can be terrible. It depends what you roll. But if you would like the berserker seed, I will look it up for you and share that. That's not a problem. I had a lot of fun on it. I haven't finished it actually, it's still live. We just got into doing this RNG and we got into doing some competitive Battle Brothers with other streamers, and I got a bit lost, so we can still go back to that one. Same with the Adventurers run. If people want me to go back and finish it, we got to day 186 I think, and we didn't finish that. I say we, it was my choice. The greater we. I can't riposte now because of fatigue, that's the only problem. I'm going to do nothing and wait for a post, I think. Get everybody to the point where he might be able to kill them. Should maybe riposte it there as well. Can't riposte here because it's cleaver. Too much resurrection. Yeah, I should have riposted soon. That was a really good shout. Lead's not good. Just never ends. Actually, maybe a Riposte Shield will be an interesting combination. Attempts to put him down before he starts doing his 12 AP. Yeah, I think we will. Oh, come on. 8 health left. God damn it. Oh, I tried. Hi, Burn. Sorry, man. I wasn't meaning to ignore you. I was just getting lost in the chat. Welcome in, dude. I hope you are well. Good to see you again. You had 37 ghast fight. You quit and started over. Oh, ghasts are a nightmare. Needs good frontline side 200 guy to wreck the undead. Until Necro use Fencer type with agility. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just catching up with chat. I had to flank 6 versus 15. I didn't even try to, Rambo. I was just hoping I'd be able to behead them. We had 2 cleavers and a 2-handed sword, and I didn't behead anyone for the first like 6 kills, which was painful. So that's why we backed up into a bottleneck situation. I was just expecting us to chop their heads off more. You don't have a guy currently, Iburn, but I think we're about to fail the run, so don't stress. To be honest, we should have failed this run a while ago. We managed to recover, and then I've just fluffed it up tonight, so... Turn 12, and every single one we've killed is almost up, apart from like 2. And now we've got no riposte again. God damn it. It's just biters around us. Just can't even put the biters down. Oh, now he's raising my own dead guys against me. Lovely. Still no beheads. Come on, behead the fuckers. Good. I do love riposte. I completely forget to use it as often as I should. The fact that it doesn't break once you're wounded like Spear Wall is just awesome. Never stops. I think I'm going to just fight away the turn of riposte. He's dodged every blow then. That's a good demonstration of what you want. What you want, recover on your big guys. Yeah, and yet you spelt it wrong in Geist and Poltergeist. But yeah, you can call it a Ghast if you want it. It's not a Ghast. It's Geist. But yes, it is the back end of Poltergeist. I would imagine it might even be German for Poltergeist. Maybe they don't say Poltergeist, but I wouldn't quote me on that. But it is a German game. I assume that Necrosavant means vampire in German as well, but again, I could be wrong. Maybe it's just a fun way of saying it in German, I don't know. Oh, what? We waited for a turn, we still can't. Is that because we're getting damaged, so we're getting fatigue drained? What a riposte, you stupid game. Let's go again, fuck it. Yeah, mate, go sleep. You definitely don't want to do that. Gotta let your body recover, man, from this TB. It's scary stuff. Thanks for dropping in there, Juicy. Appreciate you, man. Rambo, I feel South is best till day 40. They die quick and have good loot if you're looking for an early game strat. So, hang on a minute, I didn't see all this conversation. Rambo, you're right if you're playing any other run, but this is the Inquisition, so absolutely not. The desert is the worst place to be. On day 1 of Inquisition, you have late game crisis for the undead, and it seems like plus, because I was seeing Necrosavants and Geists on day 1, and not small groups either. There were like 2 Necrosavants and 3 Geists I saw on day 1. So completely, and then I went south thinking the exact same logic of going for the nomads because they don't have dodge, and it was the worst thing I did because they were everywhere in the desert. So on any other run you would be right. That is my normal beginner advice to people, to go to the desert. Grizz, you said, why don't you fight brigands and do undead? It's literally what I'm doing, Grizz. This is an undead fight. Yeah, I don't need beginner tips, guys. I'm 900 hours in. Let's just be sensible with the advice. This is just definitely a fight I should have fled from again. It's just getting used to the late game crisis on undead, which I'm not used to. Just by chance on Legends, I don't think I've drawn the late game crisis of undead. On all the runs we've had greenskins a couple of times, and we've had the Noble Wars almost every other run. I genuinely can't remember the last time we had the undead one, so I'm a little bit out of practice, and I've never done it on Legends. And again, it seems a lot more vicious than it is on vanilla, which is what Legends is supposed to be. But yeah, I underestimated this. That's all. I actually think we recovered this one quite nicely. It was just the 6 brothers and the difficulty of Inquisition has just caught me slightly. We got really lucky to get the Crusader though, so I think this next one's going to be worse, not better, unless we get the Crusader again. I don't know how that event triggers or how likely it is to trigger. I'm hoping it's likely. I believe it's tied to the undead crisis, so yeah, let's hope that fixes it. Too many hits, I just can't get enough fatigue to riposte. Yeah, same. It's like impossible to get enough back. It definitely would need recovery for these fights. No, Grizz. I started the spawn not even in the sand, and there was definitely necros on day 1. Watch the stream back. I had this conversation with you already, man. We started sort of, I can show you on the map. Yeah, north of the desert, amongst 3 towns you started. Similar to where we were now, actually, not a million miles away. And they were all over the place. It was crazy. And there were camps everywhere as well. It's I don't know if it was a bad seed or if it's just... But it felt to me like it was part of the Inquisition run and it's just supposed to be like that. But maybe it was a bad seed. But anyway, we'll do it again. You'll see exactly where we start. So, I do hope we get the... I feel like if we get the Crusader again, though, it'll be easier. And it can repeat. Oh, there are more holy ones to available. Tyler, makes sense. Game minded body. Nothing about the Berserk skill though. It's really weird that you get the Berserk skill at tier 1. We noticed on like 2 different non-religious backgrounds. And then I set it to this just to make sure we don't get double late game crisis. I don't know if that can happen, but that's what we've went with. Let's try veteran is more than enough for this one. Right, I need to copy paste this off. Bear with me. Chat points wasted. Why? What have you wasted? Nothing's been redeemed. What are you on about, Adriel? Nothing's come up anyway. Right, what am I doing? Oh yeah, I need to lift the code off there. Bear with me, guys. Yeah, wait. 300 for a dead character? What are we on about? Yeah, on short runs, I'll always put you guys all back in. So anyone who had a named character, you'll get another one, don't worry. If that's what you want. There we go, blah, 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 blah. There's the intro. I'll give you guys a second in case you've not read it before. Yeah, Rambo, that's what this run's all about. Sorry if you didn't know, this is the Inquisition one. I don't know why this is 2 skulls. In my opinion, it should be more than 2 skulls. I think it's 2.5. Maybe 3, but it's probably not as vicious as some of the 3 skulls, but this is rough. Saying that, I think Cabal is 2 skulls. I'd say this is on par with that in difficulty, or is that 3? No, maybe that's 3. Yeah, I think it's more than 2 anyway. Oh no, Adriel, if I do a short run like that, because it wasn't a long, that run's not lasted very well, I'll just put you straight back in, it's fine. So you've got to redeem. Wab is still on the list. Grizz is still on the list, but they had very specific requests. I'll put you back in, and I'll put in Juicy back in as well. And then I'm sure Highburn, if he's still lurking, will be back in as well. Oh, it's all good. It's only points. Stop wasting them on Rockies when there's no reason to, and you'll have loads of points. Right, so these are the 3 we started with. Yeah, so we're not in the desert, and we started doing runs up and down here, and just here there was loads of Geists and Necros, and there was all here, and there was camps this side and this side, this side, this side. There were loads of camps everywhere. I'm hoping that that's randomised, and they may not be in the same place, but again, I don't know if that's intentional or if it's a bad seed, but there's definitely a lot of danger right off the bat. I made the mistake of going down here thinking that was a good idea because, as you said earlier, it's very good advice, but it's quite vanilla beginner advice, is that go down south pre-day 40. It's a tip I always give myself because they don't have dodge. But on this one, there just seems to be way more undead activity down there, maybe because there's big wild spots here, so they're more dense. But yeah, it's not something I'm going to do again. So we're doing the opposite. We're staying north without getting too many barbarians. So it's like this is our sort of territory. We want to stay in this section. But I found this section quite challenging at the beginning. We died at the end there over this section. But I do think this is the place to stay. So we'll see. We're going to try and stay away from the desert though, for sure. Alright, we don't get the Crusader straight away. We're going to hope we spin him in. We did have some okay starting brothers. The nun was quite good, and she's going to be a frontline nun, but she's definitely going to take this as soon as she gets to it. So I'm going to rush her and this guy to get Holy Fire. It looks like all your starting brothers can get Holy Fire, but we started off with Dastard. This just sucks, but we can fix that later. So the Witch Hunters, Flagellants can get it as well. Right, maybe we just want to focus on these builds then. I didn't realise they all got Holy Fire. I was fixated on the Nun. So we'll get a Nun. This one could be our Nun banner with Holy Fire and Curing and those sorts of utility skills. The Witch Hunter will be ranged and Holy Fire and those sorts of utility skills. This guy, see, he doesn't have melee stats, they're defense stats. So I'm thinking we could do him into a Cleaver Whip guy again with Holy Flame. So these make quite a nice backline once we've got her up to a banner. So we need a front line to back these up, and then they all need Holy Flame. So my objective on this run is to get these guys to, what is it, level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we can get these guys to level 8, which is a stretch, then they can be really powerful, dropping that constantly, and then the front line can kill them and they can make sure they stay down. I think then those fights will be easier. I still think that's a lot to commit to that on perks, but that's the way I think I'm going to aim it for. Really high resolve on a Witch Hunter. Witch Hunter can't be a banner though. Doesn't hurt to have the high resolve though, and we can definitely be a healer. Oh, we'll crank it up at the beginning, why not? And we can definitely be a sergeant either way. As can she with high resolve. So all your starting brothers have high resolve, interestingly.
Highburn23011 gifted 1 subscriptions to the community.
Oh, Highburn, thank you, man. You're so generous. Appreciate you, buddy. Oh, 4. I didn't even know she did 4. I just saw it come up as lock. Sorry. I hate the announcement. It doesn't. So Twitch just said you gave 1, and Frosty said you give 4. Unless it's doing it as total. Either way, thank you very much. It's loud. I'll make sure we turn it down. Apologies. Gifting 1 tier sub to a new community. Oh, they're giving a total of 4. I see. Frosty Tools gives you credit for all the ones you've given to date, which is even more nice. But thank you for the gifted sub, and it looks like it went to lock. I think. Yeah. Who's our mod, which is even better. So thank you very much. Why crippling strikes, Grizz? Does the injury stay on them even when they're resurrected? Is that the theory? If that's the theory, then I appreciate that. Can you be the nun, Hybrid? Of course you can. It's all good, Hybrid. Chill. Let's see what we can get anyway. Oh, it's a 10. Oh, yeah, I always forget the legends make it 10% for the undead. Nah, yeah, that makes sense. Thank you. Yeah, cool. Yeah, we'll highlight that as an option for everyone that's got it. Good to know. Thank you. I did forget about that. Right. So it's all about the front line. We don't care about the back line. We've got the back line covered. Squires can be good and heavy armoured, so that's a good one there straight out of the bat. I quite like Caravan Hands, because again, heavy armour and they buff our movement, which means we can avoid the fights we can't win. We can't afford to try them out, that's the thing. There's $2,000 out of the gate and we've got a little bit left over for equipment. We're going to start with the game with something which is a good shout. This guy's starting off a little bit light. No, we're going to do it. Okay, okay. See what we get. So, we got Charming, which is really good, and Lucky. Okay, we've got amazing traits. We've got Melee Defense, love that for a 2-hander. Health, that's good on every frontliner. And Initiative, would rather not make you nimble. I would take Medium Armor if he had it, because we've got the synergy of Defense and Initiative. However, we have not done that, so we are going forward just because there's no other choice. And I don't really want to waste an Adaptive on Medium, because it means we're not going to get medium skills until this tier, which is too late. So I think we'll go heavy and just the initiative will be disregarded. There's all the heavy options. Then we're going to go probably Colossus, Student, Recover, as we just pointed out how important recovery is on these long, horrible undead fights. So I'm going to highlight everybody that's got these to consider those. We'll do Musculary Berserk later. Underdog is likely. Not going to overthink this. Probably want to do swords or hammers or maces. And we'll just jump into that one. That one's pretty easy to build. For now, we just need to slap a shield on him so he stays alive. And then Grim is going to be... Oh, he's got the opposite. He got all the bad traits. Sure shot for a guy who's never going to shoot a bow. And clumsy, so it's pretty drastically terrible. He's going to be a very temporary medium brother, but he probably won't last long enough to take the skills. So we're not going to overthink this one. Yeah, very temporary. cost us too much money, so we're going to use it for a bit. This guy's going to be a good two-hander. I don't need to put what Witch Hunter is, because it's just fucking obvious it's a Witch Hunter. This one is going to be our banner, but probably a fighter banner, not pure banner, so we're probably not going to take Peaceable. And then this guy is going to be our whip slash utility spellcaster. So 200 range cleaver would be nice as well, but we still need another frontliner. Hopefully we find the Crusader. Let's go do the boring utility quests and try and get some basic gear. We need some shields before we bugger off. There are no shields because the game hates me. Alright, shields is the objective. Whoa, what's going on? Loads of chat. Guys, less and longer messages, please. Renike is you. Sorry, I missed that. Which one's Renike? I haven't got one called Renike. What the hell does that mean? I think you made your point like 4 messages ago, Grizz, so I'm just going to ignore those. The Miller Bro. Oh, sorry, I missed that. Who's the Miller Bro? There's no Miller there. That's a Mason. Mitchell Renike. He's a Mason. He's not a Miller. He makes buildings, man. Yeah, I would take Renike, but unfortunately I want to leave a slot open for the Crusader, so I'm sorry. You'll have to wait. We got the Crusader early last time, and I want to. If we don't have an open slot, we won't get him, so we're going to have to be patient on that one. Hopefully we can get something that goes north away from here, but we'll go and see if we can grab a crest here. Good thing is we've got reasonably low wages. Shields, how many buckles? Not good. Return items, don't rest. I'm not going to take it because there's a chance we have to kill them all, so we're not going to do that. I don't want the negative renowns. Yeah, we can't take anything here. We need travel quests. And I'm not risking going further south than that. I've learnt my lesson. We're alright for a bit on cash, it's fine. Oh, Chill G, sorry, Hyben, I see what you were saying. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so that's the late game crisis. Forgive me, I'm not going to leave all that text up. If you've not played the game before, that's the late game crisis intro. And then you get it a second time. So this proves my point that I do think you can... I don't know if I'm making it worse by selecting it, but that makes me think you can have the green skin and this crisis together. Or maybe not, maybe I'm wrong. Either way, I don't want double late game crisis, so I did say it that way. But that's why it pops up twice. I don't know if that's a bug or not. Nice to say ne. Yeah, we're not going to the arena, thank you. I went to the banner early on because all the choices suck. Come on, shields. We'll take a battered one, that's fine. I don't want to get ripped off. I'm going to have to just take the hit. Right. She's going to be in the front line until she gets later skills, and we want to probably distribute some of her armor. Right, there we go. 50 to 60 to 90, and then we can also take some of this off. Going to favour our frontliners. Oh, he's in a game, so that's fine. Okay, that's about as strong as I can make him. Spare quiver as well. Oh, it's not a spare quiver. It's you may as well have something to shoot with quiver. Grizz, you just got to tone it down sometimes, man. I've tried to steer away from that a few times. It's welcomed in small doses, but it gets to the point where it becomes patronising. You know, if I ask a question, that's cool. But you don't need to take it to the nth degree. This is the quest we want. Just don't go south, please. Is that where we just came from, isn't it? Yeah, that's not too bad. It's boring, but we'll take these early quests, splash them out. Build up some rapport with the towns, then we can start pushing the prices up. Grindy, grindy. Please give me the Crusader. They'll cheer me right up. But yeah, despite us having just hired a squire and a caravan hand, I definitely think we want more. Didn't actually pay attention to those. Did we get it? No. Yeah. So, flagellants, nuns, monks, and witch hunters all get the holy flame, and I really want to spam that. Fucking. There you go. Case and point for those that did not believe what I was trying to say. We are not in the desert. They came from the north. That is not the desert. And even if we were in the desert, you shouldn't be getting an ancient auxiliary, a necro savant, and a nacho, and an embalmed slave on day fucking 2. Don't tell me that this is like a normal 2-skull starting company. It is not. There's nothing wrong with it. It's fine. It's just challenging. But this is not because I didn't decide to go and kill nomads without dodge before day 20. Or day 40, excuse me. So yeah, if you do this run, be warned. There is crazy things in roaming about. This is exactly what happened to us last time, and I struggled just to travel between towns. So there's a lot of running back and forth and pulling them into the militia and then fleeing. Day south or west. That means going near the desert, which I really don't want to do. The Vizier of Trade in Sherry. So the one right in the corner. No, it's in the middle. I swear they renamed them, even though it's the same seed. They've got different names, or maybe I just wasn't paying attention. I'm sure that began with a Z before. One of them did. Anyway, it's the same seed, it just looks like... Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. Anyway. We're going to avoid these undead. There's a militia thing there. Right, let's go south. Where's the militia? Maybe kill those anyway on a good day. It's only maddening rebels. Let's go and smash them anyway. Ugh. That would have fuck it, we'll let them join in. We need all the money we can get. It doesn't matter if there's a counter quiz. That's not a normal day one thing on a town, on a road, inches from a town. You always like to argue, man. That is far from normal. It is a challenging beginning. That's all I was saying. In no other run do you get that on day one. And this is why I was saying it's harder than Lone Wolf. It's not harder than Lone Wolf, but the start is brutal. So you've got to do a lot of a bit of micro map management, which I find a bit tedious. You've got to sort of run them into militia towers and towns, and it's just, yeah, I just think it's a hard start. No matter which way you peel it, you've got to be very cautious. It's one that I would like to save scum on. It's just because I feel like we can get very unfortunate if we're not very careful. Yeah. I'm wondering if it's because I've taken Late Game Crisis Undead Scourge and it somehow doubled it up. But I just didn't want there to be a double Late Game Crisis if the Greenskin one kicked in as well on random. But maybe I'm overthinking that. Maybe I should have just put it on random. I maybe have to test it offline because the fact the message pops up twice concerned me slightly. But either way, it shouldn't be giving you that close to towns. You shouldn't be getting those sort of fights. It's very, very difficult. If it was normal late game crisis, it usually starts at the edges of the map, so you've got a bit of time to sort of get your act together, you know. I know you obviously usually it's day 50 plus or whatever. Right, there's only one left. I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to get to them before they kill them. No, absolutely not. I've never seen a Necro Savant in the wild, near a town, even in the south. Absolutely not. Certainly not on day one. You go to the south because, as people have rightly said, it's good advice. Go and smash up nomads because they don't have dodge. I wouldn't do it if there was bloody Necro Savants wandering the desert near the cities. Again, we saw them here. The town was here. It's not like we were over here in the wilds. That's a bad example. It's not like we were over here in the wilds that I could sort of understand, or down here I could sort of understand. But there, when you're right next to a city, that's insane. It's definitely scaled right up. Anyway, I'm bored of talking about this. What was I doing? I've lost track of thought now. Oh yeah, we were running from them up there, so we'll keep going this way for a second. See if we can find another shield, which is on our shopping list. Why did those militia both pop out when I ran over here? That makes me think there's something behind me. That's a worry. Oh, why already bought a shield? Oh, I'll just bought a spare then, fuck it, it's fine. Hey-ya, concentrate when eat. I really want to hire another guy, but I really want to get this Crusader. I just don't know what triggers it. I think it's just be near a citadel and have a spare bro, but it was around day 5 we got it, and it hugely morphed us. Yeah, why are these popped out? Are you guys going somewhere? Maybe they're always there. That's weird. I mean, I'm getting quests from there anyway. Let's get out of here. Too many citadels. Ah, there it is. Okay, that's less rough than the other one, but it's still quite powerful. The embalmed slave just takes it past the point. See if we can grab a quest here. Do a return item maybe. It's just rabble, we should be okay. What time are we on, boys and girls? Oh shit, it's 1:45. Man, that's flown. I was having a right laugh. Oh. It's the self-inflicted doing the camp that's irritated me on it though. I definitely mistook the power of the Necromancers on the early run with these. And overestimated the Crusader slightly. We had won some similar fights though on the previous run, so I think my confidence just got a little bit too high on it. Let's take the high ground, shoot the same guy. It's got the best defense, 18, 20, 17, so we'll take the hill. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, the difficult with these return the iron ones early on is that these are going to turn into zombies and then we're going to struggle. So we need to invest in some cleavers. Just tempted to let them flee. I don't know why they sometimes race from the dead and sometimes they don't. That's what we wanted, so I moved over there. Nice. Right, here they come. Nice. This is when we killed the boy. Burning the granary down seems even worse than one of the men going in. Last time we did one of the men going in. We'll burn it down. Okay, we didn't seem to get any debuffs on that one, or maybe we didn't on the other one. But yeah, there's a boy in the barn, for anyone who didn't see it last time. And he's making zombie noises, so you burst in and kill him immediately. The guy bleeds out, and they realise it's a boy having a laugh rather than an actual zombie. Pretty grim Battle Brothers humour as usual. That's not bad for 120. I don't find the swamp. Come on out of the swamp, you bastards. This is forest. No, it's swamp. Come on, please move. Oh, stupid thieves. Oh, we got lucky. We can fight them on this grass a bit. I'll get some tier 1 cleavers, that would help us out. They're backing up now. What are they doing? Sure, the AI is thinking here. I've gone out this way. They've got no line of sight that way. Take the advantage ways in the swamp. Here they come. Ah, they're going to fight the rabble for me. They stepped away from them. That's weird. Quite happy for them to just slug it out. At least beheaded him for me, so he can't get his own resurrected zombie, mate. Seemed against his own interest there. What's this guy's fatigue so bad? Huh. Something to do with that. Okay. Wait. Oh, no loot at all. Wow. No. We're not taking an extra 100, that's crazy. Great. I want student on maths, but Colossus is beckoning to me on this one. Yeah, until we get armored up, I think. We have to do that first. Hit leveling up and the stats from stuff. It's hard to work out what's going on. So defense, we're going medium armor. And take that and that boost. Oh, fuck. We get 3% fatigue reduction cost with 64 resolve. This guy's got 69 resolve, and we don't get any. The fuck does that work? He's a flagellant, not a cultist. He's a disciple of the Inquisition. So he fights on through any current sustained injuries in mid-battle. No morale checks, extra hit points, extra resolve. But I don't understand why he's not getting... I know why. I think for some reason that 10 extra resolve is showing on there. But it is not showing on that. It's like it's not linked properly. Because this guy doesn't have those candles. And yet does have 64 showing and is getting a 3% fatigue reduction. But this guy on 69 should be getting a 3 or 4 or 5% reduction, and he's not. So I need to submit that as a bug. It doesn't seem to be right. Let me just screenshot it. I need to do on a delay, one sec. Cancel. up one, no fat reduction on 69 resolve. And then if we go to this one, save as resolve reduction fat on S69. But yeah, I suspect that's what it is. I suspect it's those candles aren't like coded in properly. Anyway, not to worry. We'll still keep pushing resolve up. $120s at Renathal. We're not even that close to it. Why is it such a low price, you tight bastard? We'll keep going north because we don't really want to go down that way. Okay, we're going to push on, but I need to call it soon. Beg your pardon, Tyler? Not really sure what your contribution is there. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's not a good start. Oh, this bloody start. The hound's going to be a problem. Let the fun begin with the hounds. Pony indeed, Adriel, yeah. Problem is we don't have a net yet, which makes them a bit tedious. They're not hard to kill, but they, like an Alp, they're going to bounce around the map, which can threaten our range guys a little bit. Oh, this guy's so buggered because he's concussed as well. I should have rested. This is probably going to be the last fight, guys, then we'll wrap stuff up for tonight. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Two, 4. 2, 4, 6. Alright, at least you can't use that weapon against us. Or this one. There we go. I'm going to go deal with biters. And these two. Only with an attitude problem, I think, Adriel. Oh man, I didn't think you could re-raise a skeleton, so you can. Dang. Still, they're pretty squishy. Should maybe just deal with this hound before we move on. Is it gone? Right, it should be a lot more reasonable now. There's a weird contribution from our YouTube audience. I think that's the first time we've had a message on YouTube. Hilarious. Ah, shoot, taking a hit immediately. Damn this. Can't be asked. Right guys, we're going to call it there anyway for tonight. We're annoyed we lost that none as well. I like this Inquisition run, but it is brutal at the beginning. Right, see if there's anyone else on Twitch we can drop you guys into. And we'll be back on tomorrow at our normal time of about 9:30. Apologies again for the late start today. Oh, sorry, that camera reset recently. Right, there's not many people online. There is Ash. If anybody wants to go and watch more Battle Brothers, Ash from Gaming Tales is on. I'm not going to raid him because I've raided him 3 times in the last month, and I don't want to overraid him. But he is still going if you wish to go and watch him. But otherwise we'll go and see. I've not seen Brindley in a while. Let's go and say hello to Brindley. What's he playing? Oh, he's AFK. Looks like. Hi. Who else is online? Oh, we're going to check out some Warhammer instead. Alright guys, thanks again for joining. We'll be back on tomorrow at our usual time, and I will see you then, hopefully. Have a nice evening and weekend if I don't see you guys. All the best.